What's up, y'all? This is Brave, and I'm back with another review of Ready to Love. This is Season 9, Episode 6, and the episode is titled Closed Mouth Don't Get Fed. Baby, let's go ahead and talk about this episode. Yes, I know that I missed last week, and I'm going to say a few things real quick. So, first things first, Koshia and LaRon, baby, both of them can go because both of them was on bullshit, okay? They were both jealous that the other person was flirting with somebody else, and they both were being so dramatic, and it is too early in the process for all of that. LaRon, that girl know that this is her week, that she may be going home, so she's going to flirt in every man's face, so that way she can stay, okay? Now, one thing that I will say is that both of them should have spoke to each other, just to check in with each other at some point during that little pajama jam. But no, they was out here frolicking with whoever else. Also, Miss Mamas, I'm not here for you and that sympathy cry that you was trying to give. I know that's what you was doing. LaRon, you have a lot of ego, and I need for you to bring that right on down. Also, the way that you was flirting with Maya in Koshia's face, I saw all between the lines. Baby, this is not two can play that game. We do not have time for you and Koshia. And then on top of that, here come Chazzy telling his life story about how he didn't listen to women. Baby, you might not have listened, but that ain't got nothing to do with this situation where both of them try to play a game. Oh, and next thing I want to point out, Alexis, you owe Koshia an apology. Because, baby, you went so hard in that lounge talking about how whatever man it was that did something wrong to Koshia, that's because they know how to treat her that way, and it's the way she represents herself, and you gave her all of that energy. But baby, karma comes back so fast because the way Jonathan played in your face, and not only him, Will as well, because the girl said to kiss the foot, Will licked your foot. Then on top of that, Jonathan, creepy ass, talking about if you don't want to do it, I'll do it. Disgusting. Also, why is this season so obsessed with feet? That shit's weird. But back to Alexis real quick. Baby girl, you went so hard at Koshia, and the same thing happened to you where a man disrespected you, did all this sexual stuff that you were not okay with. Now, my real question is, Alexis, is it that you weren't okay with it because this was on TV? Because y'all already know, a lot of people, if this was a different setting, okay, as in they with their friends, they having a good ass time, things get wild, okay? And I'm not saying that just, because of this group of Ready to Love cast members, no. Think about all of the other reality shows and how when those cameras go down, things get wild, okay? Real Housewives of Potomac, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Things get a little, raunchy and wild. So, is it that you felt some type of way because this is on camera and you don't want to be seen that way, baby girl? And also it made you have to eat your words because Jonathan was dead ass wrong? Oh, don't worry. I know Jonathan is dead ass wrong. Because why the hell did you feel that comfortable to grab that girl, make her straddle you, and all of that? But Alexis, you had all that mouth for Koshia, and you should have stopped that Negro right in his track and said, whoa, baby, we not doing none of that. You're not about to pick me up. You're not about to straddle me. You're not about to do none of that shit. And also, why didn't you pull Tommy to the fucking side right then and there and say, Tommy, I'm uncomfortable. Production, I'm uncomfortable. And I get it. It's a TV show. But if you felt that uncomfortable and Tommy was right there, because he came in after all that happened. Because he came in, the guys were leaving out, and then that's when Will said, Alexis, are you good? So that further let me know that happened right around that same time. Girl, you should have said something. And honestly, that's my problem with Alexis, because not only did she do that with Jonathan when she could have called his ass out, she did the same thing with LaRon. Somebody said, not LaRon. What was that guy? Lamar. Oh, Lamar's just being Lamar. Girl, fuck that. If the nigga is being disrespectful, call his ass out. But y'all, that's all I had for the last episode. Let's move on to this one. Alright, y'all, so you already know that Mika is up for elimination as well as Koshia. Now, both of them don't believe anything that Will is saying. Everybody has deemed Will as a fucking liar. And I'm just like, okay, I get it. Y'all don't like Will, but at the end of the day, some of the things that he said, the guys did say about y'all. Like, Mika, I don't know who the fuck you think you connected with, but ain't nobody checking for you. And as beautiful as you are, nobody is checking for you. Koshia, same thing, low-key. But nonetheless, Koshia ended up going home, and I was hella surprised. I for sure thought it was going to be Mika because, again, who is checking for her? Because I'm not about to play with her and old boy, her and big boy. No. Nonetheless, LaRon, did y'all catch him when he was like, oh, I'm going to text you to Koshia before she left? I was like, oh, I see the game that you playing, my dog. You sat up there, let Koshia go home, because if that was your number one connection, why didn't you fight for her? I get it. Y'all may have had a little disagreement right here, but you didn't fight for her at all. So you let her go home, and you have the audacity to say, oh, girl, I'm going to text you. Oh, because you think that none of the other guys are going to be in contact with her. And this way, she can't be skinning and grinning in all the other guys' faces. Baby, I can see exactly through your ass, LaRon. I see it. Nonetheless, the ladies are now in control, and this week they got to talk about their non-negotiables, right? Baby, this episode was such BS. But nonetheless, y'all, we see Rashina, okay? She goes on a date with Justin, and they go salsa dancing. So they talk about how they both need open communication. And honestly, y'all, this date was boring as hell to me. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. We have Chaz and Alexis. First off, Alexis, you are messy as hell for bringing up that situation with Koshia. And if anything, girl, you owe her an apology. Like, the whole idea of, well, you know, things went down with me and Koshia, so I didn't feel bad for her. Girl, that's crazy that you still have that energy. But nonetheless, I feel like Alexis, she tries very hard to please men, and especially these men on the show, and I'm not understanding why. Nonetheless, I don't really see the connection between these two. I don't. I feel like because they both are pretty people, they are trying to make this a thing, and it don't need to happen. I just don't see it. Especially when Chaz was trying to put claims on her. I'm like, Negro, I don't trust your ass, because this is the first date that you had with her. Slow down, my boy. Like, relax it. Because I thought you was feeling Vanessa. I thought you was feeling Rashina. I thought you was feeling a couple of other ladies because their toes were painted. They were wearing halter tops. Their hair was done and they had makeup on. Because according to Chaz, that's the requirements. As long as you dress like a lady and wear nail polish and have your makeup on, then that's what he's into. Oh, make sure you wear heels as well. Chaz, get the hell out of here. Moving on, y'all, we have this double date. Patrice, Alonzo, Vanessa, William, right? I think it was like a sushi date or something. Nonetheless, these two guys are Patrice's biggest connections. I was like, oh, I did not know that William was possibly Patrice's biggest connection. When did that happen? Now, at first, y'all, this conversation, it was centered all around Patrice and what Patrice got going on, because both of these men are interested in her. And Vanessa was just a damn fly on the wall. I'm sorry, how the hell is Vanessa still here? No offense, but I feel like Vanessa is low-key giving, I just discovered a lot of stuff about black people, so now I'm extremely pro-black. Because, baby, we don't know nothing about that girl, except for the fact that she got 2 kids, maybe 3, and she was married to a white man. But keep in mind, y'all, we the only ones who know that her ass was married to a white man. She ain't told not a near one of these Negroes that. Like, girl, what else is going on with you? So then, speaking of her, William, he ends up opening up about the things that he needs in a relationship and blah, blah, blah. Who cares? He talks about how he tried to connect with Vanessa over the phone, right? So then something had her ask, like, you know, what number are you texting? Because I haven't gotten anything. And come to find out, he had like an extra number in her phone number or something like that. And here's what got me. is that Vanessa gonna say, I think it's a little too late in the game to start something. Girl, you need to give it a shot, because who the fuck are you dating? I'm trying to understand. Because, yeah, Chaz may like you, but clearly his ass is bouncing around everywhere else. And also, it was crazy to me that I think he said that he liked to work out or something. And that was the thing that stood out to her as the problem. Because the man liked to stay fit. Girl, get it together. Nonetheless, y'all, we get Mika and Dominique. Why the fuck? Why? Just why? What y'all two are not about to do is play in our face. You two are not a match. Mika, you know you don't want no damn kids, okay? You got two, you don't want no more. Don't be sitting up here telling this man, I might be able to squeeze out another. Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. You don't want another baby, okay? Be honest. Go ahead and bow out gracefully, girl. You don't have a match here. Hell, Dominique, you can go as well, because I don't see you matching up with nobody either. But I'm going to go ahead and move on from them, because that really did get on my nerves, because these two are definitely playing in our faces. Y'all, we get to Maya and Justin, right? So they go on a date, come to find out they both from Mississippi or whatever. And this man is still hung up on the fact that she was twerking in his face at the pajama jam. Boy, don't act like you ain't never seen somebody twerk before. Let that go. So it's funny to me how when Maya asked this man, do you want kids? Do you have kids? He's like, no, I don't have kids, but I want kids. Hold on, baby. Because every woman that you met that had kids already, you was like, I don't have kids, but, I'm okay with being a stepdad and not having my own. Negro, you're a liar. You're a goddamn liar, okay? If you want kids, just say that shit, okay? Be honest. You want to have kids of your own. It's okay. It's okay if these girls are not your match. Moving on. Y'all, we see Rashina again. I said, well, look at you, girl. So she goes on another date. She has Jonathan and Will there. Y'all, they go on a date to make body butter. I said, okay, cool. Now, baby, I have never heard of making body butter with intentions. I said, well, baby, the intention is that I won't be ashy. What intentions is you talking about? Nonetheless, they talk about their non-negotiables, right? Rashina, again, is all about communication with her. Yeah, girl, and what else is going on? Because I don't understand how all these people are only listing one thing as their goddamn non-negotiable. I know people have a full list of things that they will not tolerate in a relationship. So where is y'all list? All of y'all are 35 plus. Stop playing. Nonetheless, that's what she says, right? Will, he says that, you have to have a relationship with God. God is important to him. Now, he's not saying that you got to be a certified holy roller. You know what I mean? He like his Hennessy. He like to party, have a good time, whatever. But you still got to love you some G.O.D. Now, I said, okay, cool. Baby, here comes Jonathan. First of all, Jonathan don't even like Rashina. Let's start there. Jonathan was pissed that he was probably even on a date with this woman. He don't want her. That man only had eyes for Alexis. Okay? Rashina may be light-skinned, but she ain't Alexis. And that is no diss to Rashina. I'm just saying that this man clearly only got eyes for one woman here. He kept short answers. Then he had the audacity to say that his non-negotiables were a woman that smokes, and if she can't change oil. Negro, if you don't get the hell out of here. I understand if you don't want somebody who smokes, because, if you don't smoke, you want your lady to participate, whatever. Because honestly, smoking cigarettes especially is so disgusting. But can't change oil? Hell, most men can't change oil. That's why they go to the goddamn Pep Boys. What the hell you talking about? Honestly, in that moment, I said, you know what? Put Jonathan's ass right on in that goddamn recycling bin that he work at, and let's just go ahead and leave him there. I'm so sick of his ass, because then he had the audacity to leave the date early. I'm like, yeah, he definitely did not want to be there with Rashina. Now, moving on, y'all, we still have Will there, right? So Will just start drilling her ass with questions. But honestly, I can't even be too mad because the ladies be doing the same shit. The ladies be drilling with questions. It be the same damn thing. So she answered them to the best of her ability or whatever. And honestly, I feel like he was asking her certain questions just because he wanted tea. Like, oh, who you connected with? Who your least connection? Negro, you the least connection. If you don't get out my face with that, baby, I feel like he was asking her those questions so him and Alexis, they can go gossip about that shit on the phone. Because you already know that's what them two do. But baby, let's move on to the lounge. So we get to the lounge and the ladies, they are going over who they like, right? I don't even care about what nobody else said. When Alexis got to talking about her and Chaz, baby, that camera went around that goddamn room and them ladies were pissed, okay? I don't even think it was that she talked to Chaz. I think they just don't fuck with Alexis. Like, there was eye rolling. There was people with blank stares. Like, they do not fuck with that girl. Oh, my God. Then, we got to talk about who they not feeling, right? So, of course, they start off with whoever. I can't even remember. But Alexis, this is when she says that, Jonathan made her uncomfortable. But, he did apologize on the phone. Girl, this is when you should have said, Tommy, which camera can I look into? Look into the camera and go ahead and apologize to Coach Chia and just be like, you know what? All these niggas is gonna nig, okay? The niggas is nigging right now because the way old boy treated you, Coach Chia, was wrong, and the way Jonathan treated me was wrong, okay? So as they continue to go around the room, the ladies call out Jonathan and Will specifically. Now, Patrice, she feels away because Will, he knew that she was the one that said something in the lounge. Here's the thing. Technically, Alexis is right. Okay? I know we don't really fuck with her, but Alexis is right. When you go tell these men that they are up for elimination, you do have to give a reason as to why this person is up for elimination. Now, did she say Patrice's name? No, she kept it vague. She said, hey, there was something that you mentioned in a conversation that led somebody to think that you didn't have a bed. Well, here's the thing. Process of elimination, Patrice, is called, if I only had one conversation like that, bitch, it's you. Like, I don't even understand. Like, you would have thought that it was something general that was said. So it could have been anybody. Patrice, all he got to do is recount the conversations that he had with y'all. I'm pretty sure he not talking to every last one of y'all. You know what I'm saying? So all he had to do was recount who the fuck did he talk to. You know what I'm saying? And boom, it's Patrice. And also, when it came to him going around that party, he did not only ask you or mention it to you about him sleeping on the damn floor. He went around the whole damn party saying, yeah, somebody said I was sleeping on the floor. So somebody said I was sleeping on the floor. I'm too rich to sleep on the floor. Yeah, all of that. He did that, girl. He did that. I don't think he was for sure it was you. But at the same time, all he has to do is recount his conversations. So, Patrice, I'm sorry. I'm not feeling you on that. And then here comes Nika. Oh, not Nika. What's that? Mika. Here she come chiming in. Girl, please stop. Because you are barely here. You're holding on by a thread. Hell, you should be going home next week. Nonetheless, Patrice, again, she feels like her name was mentioned. And I'm like, well, it wasn't. But okay, girl. So Tommy is like, I see both sides in this situation. Because Alexis was really trying to explain to them, like, no, I never said a name. You know what I mean? But girl, once they wasn't fucking with you, they wasn't fucking with you. So Tommy, again, like I said, he understands both sides of the situation. And then he decides to throw a curveball. And baby, 2 men are going home. Thank you, Jesus. Yes. Send these Negroes home. So we have Will, William, and Jonathan. I said, well, how the fuck William get here? Because he has multiple connections. But nonetheless, I guess they just had to throw him in there when they really could have threw LaRon in there. Who's checking for him? I'm just saying. Nonetheless, we have these ladies talk to these guys. I can't even remember who talked to who, but one thing that I noticed is that the ladies gave the same amount of details that Alexis did, okay? Also, Alexis, why did you tell Jonathan that you forgave him and all of this stuff, yet you're still talking about how uncomfortable you were? Girl, be so for real. Now, who goes home, y'all? Will and Jonathan. I'm like, okay, perfect. I am good with that. Y'all, let me know what y'all thought about this episode. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to y'all in my next review. Bye, guys.